InstallerSHOW for me has grown in both popularity and in terms of the format, and we've been incredibly impressed by what we've seen over the last few years in particular. It's the real driver for us to get involved, to be perfectly honest, and the kitchen and bathroom bit, that really is the driver for us to get involved for 2024. We really want to get involved with InstallerSHOW 2024 because there's definitely been a shift from traditional plumbing and heating, which we kind of saw the show as previously, to starting to get into our world, which is essentially kitchens and bathrooms. Obviously, the British Institute of Kitchen, Bedroom and Bathroom Installation, the B was previously covered by you guys in bathrooms, but because we cover a much wider scope within the industry, we felt that it wasn't really right for us as a show. But your plans for 2024 have completely changed our thinking, and actually our time at this year's show in 2023 really did impress us. We were very, very impressed by the format and by the content and by the people. Seeking out the British Institute of Kitchen, Bedroom, Bathroom Installation should be something that all installers really do whilst they're at the show, because I think a lot of tradespeople at the show will either be part of that industry or touch upon it in some way. The Institute is the only organisation of its kind that operates in the kitchen, bedroom and bathroom market, and as such we've got a very good story to tell to anybody that operates in and around it. So come and take a look at what we're focusing on for 2024, yeah, we've got a few surprises up our sleeves to keep people interested when they do. So the issues faced by most kitchen, bedroom and bathroom installers at the moment are probably no different to the issues that we face as communities in general. We are operating in a very, very strange time from an economic point of view more than anything. And I think the next 12 to 18 months will very much be seen as being uncharted territory. The Institute in particular will be focusing on things like sustainability of workforce, and that affects us all. And that you will certainly see from a theme perspective, that's where we'll be focusing our efforts. We'll be talking to installers specifically about how they can impact that, and more importantly, how they can benefit from that as well. The skills gap crisis is a crisis on one hand, but actually could be a real benefit for some people, and that's really what we want to get involved in, supporting the sort of mindset around it being a huge problem to something whereby it could be seen as being a huge advantage for those who jump on board. So some huge developments for us and huge areas of focus for the Institute in particular over the next 12 to 18 months will be around our work on how we create and develop a sustainable workforce for tomorrow. The skills gap crisis is not new. It's something that we've all heard, and probably for those who follow me in particular are no doubt fed up with me shouting and barking about that probably for the last 10 years. But it really has come to a point now where we're at crunch, and it would be no sort of be no surprise that we are really heading that off as hard as we can. We will be launching something very soon called BiKBBI Futures, and that is our 10-year strategy of how we try to overcome some of these very specific challenges around skills and the gap crisis that exists. And there's some hugely exciting initiatives that we'll be unveiling fairly soon, but the show next year in 2024 will be a real springboard for us to be able to share that with the community, the wider community. The BiKBBI Awards is such an important thing for us as an industry. I'm acutely aware that there are lots of awards programs, and the awards programs that exist are far flashier than ours. We don't pretend to try and keep up with the Joneses as far as that's concerned. There's some great awards programs that are out there, but for us it's a little bit more of a strategic thing, because as we build this future workforce, as we work with this group of highly unrecognised people, tradespeople that operate on the coalface are very rarely celebrated in terms of their successes. This is where we get the opportunity to sort of jump up and shout about some of these sort of micro heroes, not only for their benefit, but if we're to create a future workforce they need to have an aspiration and a look into what good, what good looks like essentially, and be part of an industry that recognise good work and achievement. And that's why the BiKBBI Awards are so important to us. It's not just your average awards ceremony. So getting involved with the BiKBBI Awards is fairly straightforward and dare I say painless. Nominating and being nominated for awards sometimes can be a bit of an arduous task, especially when you're a tradesperson, you're really busy and you've got enough on your plate. But actually either nominating yourself as a business for good work that you've undertaken, or nominating somebody around you, really straightforward. Just go to the BiKBBI website, bikbbi.org.uk, follow all the pathways towards the event section, and you can nominate directly from there. But there are 12 categories. It's not just about installers and installations. There are categories for independent retailers, national retailers, community champions, environmental champions, apprentices, newcomers, and even awards around things like installation managers. So if you're an installer and you work with a retailer that has a great installation manager that's been incredibly supportive of you, nominate them, because it's important that we recognise all aspects of the installation sector.